Good afternoon, members of the media, and to the people of Bermuda who are watching and listening. I am joined here by the Director of the Bermuda Weather Service, Mr. Phil Rogers, who in a moment will provide you with the latest weather update regarding Hurricane Humberto and Tropical Storm Imelda. This morning, the executive of the Emergency Measures Organization met to assess the threats we face from both storms. Bermuda remains under a hurricane watch. Humberto will bring stronger winds later this evening, but the storm of greatest concern to us is Tropical Storm Imelda, which is forecast to strengthen into a hurricane and pass directly over or very near Bermuda late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. At this time, I wish to turn it over to the director of the Bermuda Weather Station to share an overview of both storms. Mr. Rogers.
Thank you. Good afternoon. We're here to talk about two storms. The first storm is Humberto. Humberto is affecting Bermuda right now. It'll continue to affect Bermuda through the day today. Overnight tonight, winds should be 25, 35 knots. Today, tonight, as is apparent, we're getting significant bands of rain. Thunderstorms are embedded in those bands. That'll continue through the day today, overnight tonight. Winds should slowly drop off tomorrow morning. For the seas, we have high seas through the night tonight and through the day tomorrow. Max wave height should be around 30 feet. We're going to have good rip currents along the shore. Tomorrow morning, we expect winds to slowly drop off. But then we have Imelda. Imelda's just been upgraded to a full hurricane, and we've just issued a hurricane warning for Bermuda for tomorrow night. Imelda should, it's a quick-moving storm, so it should start affecting us in the afternoon. So winds will drop off a little in the morning. Afternoon winds will quickly pick up again. We expect the 50-knot wind to start affecting Bermuda 7-8 p.m. tomorrow evening. And then the hurricane force winds will start affecting Bermuda 9-10 o'clock tomorrow evening. The hurricane force winds should reach 60 to 80, although 60 is a little low, 60 to 80 knots, expecting gusts up to as high as 100 knots. The hurricane force winds are expected to affect us for about 6 hours, late tomorrow into early Thursday. Winds should steadily drop off after that, so through the morning we'll be seeing winds drop off pretty quickly. I think that's all.
Thank you, Director. Bermuda, I cannot overstate the seriousness of this threat. As the Director indicated, Imelda is expected to bring sustained hurricane force winds for 4 to 6 hours overnight Wednesday into Thursday. This, and I must stress, is not a passing squall. This is a dangerous storm system that could bring destructive winds, heavy rainfall, and significant coastal impacts. Now is the time to act. Preparations for Humberto should well be underway and ideally already be complete. All preparations for Imelda must be finished by 12 noon tomorrow, Wednesday, October 1st. After that point, conditions will begin to deteriorate, and it will no longer be safe to be out and about our country. We know from experience that storms can change track at the last minute and be even more destructive than predicted. That is exactly why we cannot be complacent. Too often, some may look outside and think it doesn't look too bad and decide not to take precautions. I want to say directly to every resident, do not take that risk. We must treat Imelda as a very serious storm. Preparation saves lives, protects property, and shortens recovery. Now, I would like to provide some important information regarding affected services. The Emergency Measures Organization today agreed the following key decisions, which will take effect over the next 48 hours. The Causeway. The Causeway will close at 6 p.m. on Wednesday until further notice. Wachio Park, roadway area, that's near John Smith Bay, will close from 5 p.m. tomorrow until further notice. Schools. All public schools will be closed tomorrow and Thursday, following which an assessment will be done to determine when they will be reopened. Public transport. Bus service will stop at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. All ferry services are suspended from 8 p.m. this evening until further notice. The airport. The I-Left Reid International Airport will close on Wednesday. An assessment will be made Thursday morning, and the airport will reopen once it is safe to do so. Passengers must check directly with their airlines for flight status. Government services. All government offices will close at 1 p.m. tomorrow, which is Wednesday, with all staff asked to vacate buildings by that time. The emergency shelter will be at Cedar Bridge Academy, and it will open as an emergency shelter at 4 p.m. on Wednesday for anyone who needs it. Garbage collection. Wednesday's schedule will continue as normal. Thursday's collection will move to Friday, and Friday's schedule will move to Saturday. In addition, the Emergency Measures Organization Operational Center will be activated tomorrow afternoon. The Emergency Measures Operations Center is the central point for the coordination of recovery efforts following the passage of the storm, and by tomorrow afternoon, will be fully prepared and operational. This reflects the seriousness of the situation and ensures that our response teams are fully prepared and well coordinated. Beyond these operational decisions, I want to speak directly to the public about what each household should be doing right now. Check on our seniors, vulnerable loved ones, and neighbors. Please do not assume that they are ready. Reach out, offer assistance, and make sure they are safe and prepared. Make sure you have at least 3 days of water, non-perishable food, flashlights, spare batteries, a first aid kit, and necessary medications. Ensure you have a portable FM radio. The emergency broadcast station is 100.1 FM, and they will begin broadcasting from late afternoon on Wednesday with the vital updates, even if power and internet service go down. Clear your yards of loose items, garden furniture, and debris that could become dangerous projectiles in hurricane-force winds. Trim back any overhanging branches. This not only protects your property, but also helps speed recovery efforts once the storm passes. Lastly, we know Bermuda is resilient. We have faced hurricanes before, but every storm is different, and every storm must be treated with the utmost seriousness. In this case, Imelda has the potential to damage and disrupt our island significantly. By preparing properly, we can limit the damage, protect lives, and recover more quickly after the storm passes. So I say again, take this storm seriously. Finish your preparations by noon tomorrow and aim to be off the roads no later than 2 p.m. The EMO will meet again tomorrow morning to get the latest weather information, and we shall immediately advise the public accordingly. Bermuda, like so many times before, look after each other. Also, I remind you to listen only to official sources of information. Thank you.
Minister, appreciate that very fulsome update on critical services that are affected. We're now going to open it up to members of the media. We're going to start with World Gazette. We'll just stretch the mic over to you, Sarah.
Thank you for the update. Could you tell me, Mr. Rogers, if there's any risk of these two storms coming together and converging?
No, not converging. There's an interaction between the storms, but it's more at the upper levels, called the Fujiwara effect. Typically, one becomes stronger as the other becomes weaker, typically. But Humberto's moving away. The track of Imelda is probably influenced somewhat by by Humberto. So there's been some level of interaction, but there's no ability for them to combine into one big storm.
Okay, great, thank you. And is there any risk of flooding in any areas?
As you can see today, we're getting a lot of rain from Humberto. We expect 2 to 4 inches out of that, but locally there could be more. It's dependent on where the thunderstorms are, where the heavy rain is. We're expecting another 2 to 5 inches, but again, it depends exactly where the heavy thunderstorms and heavy rain are. So more locally and more areas that are prone to flooding, it's likely, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Elisa Bernardo with Bermuda Broadcasting. Perhaps this is for the minister. In terms of healthcare, will the Lam Fogo Clinic be open tomorrow?
I'm certainly that tomorrow before the Causeway closes, the Lam Fogo Clinic will be open.
Okay. And with the passage of Imelda and the potential for winds to reach gusts of 100 knots, at this stage, are you able to estimate what kind of damage the island might see?
Not at this stage. Right now at this stage, I'm worrying about the people, and if everybody is home safely, we could weather whatever damage that comes after the storm passes.
Okay. And in terms of your aftermath plan, will you be enlisting the help of the regiment?
Yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, as of tomorrow afternoon, the regiment may well be embodied and ready for anything that they normally do to assist in time of a storm.
Okay. And just lastly, I know you made a few comments to the public directly, hoping for them to gauge, the severity of the storms. What would be your final resounding message to the public today?
Well, my final message is to take this storm seriously. I would rather us as a country to prepare on the side of nothing happening than the opposite way around. So take it seriously, get prepared, look out for those that are vulnerable, and if any loose furniture is around your house, make sure you pack it away. But like always, the warning is, the advice is to take all these storms seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Director of the Bermuda Weather Service. That concludes today's press briefing. As the Minister noted, there will be an EMO meeting tomorrow morning, and further updates will be shared as needed. Thank you very much, and be safe, everyone.